I-drop lawo Bulawayo lilamadam angu 6 major supply dams, of which i-City of Bulawayo umthetho usawuvumela wakha idorobhu idamu elemzingwane, wathi eqeda elemzingwane wayakha uAphancema, wayakha lo Lower Ncema, actually waqala uLower Ncema before uAphancema, waqhubeka uBulawayo wayakha insiza esithi abanye bathi Lake Cunningham, abanye bathi lamabizo amaningi, abanye bathi Mayfair, kodwa lidamu elilodwa idamu okuthiwa yinsiza dam. Then yayakha iNyankoni dam. So those were the 5 dams that were built by city before or independence. Then insiza after independence, 1989, yarezwa to what is its current capacity. Isirezwa ngohulumende. So kuinsiza dam, i-council owns 80% of insiza dam, and the government owns 20%. Then in 1994, 1994, uhulumende wasesakha idamu okuthiwa yiMchabezi. Ili damu uhulumende owalakhayo to support i-water supply situation yako Bulawayo. And by the time idorobho sokwakhiwa uNsiza, which was the last dam, uNtumbane babengekho, uNkulumane kwakuliganga, i-Country Park sasingakayiphuphuthi zabakhona. So you can see the gap that has been there since imandate yokuthi amadorobho azakhele amadamu. So imandate yamadamu mbona ngani lapha sesiyanyeya abangekho ukuthi maybe next time nxa lisinvite ukuthi singanyeya abanye kumele libize abanikazi bamanzi izinwa. Izinwa iyo that was given the responsibility to then provide water, esithi bulk water. In other words, the responsibility of Wakama Dam was taken away from local authorities and then vested in government. So since the government took over that function, the government has only built iMchabezi. And iMchabezi incane kule mzingwane idamu elaqala ukwakha idorobho. Kodwa ilesilalo khathesi. Obviously, the other projects that have been there that are coming online, but in nje background why is because the population, the growth of the city, has now exceeded what it was designed for, and the pace of development of the raw water system continues to decline. Umpikitshe nguthengisayo laphana ngumzingwane. Liyalibona ichibi leliyana kunxa kukhanya. Liyakhanya ichibi. Ulichibanyana lokhuyana yikho sokusele of umzingwane as Friday last week. Nxa ungagelezanga kusiyafika iviki ezayo okulichibi lokhu kuyacitsha la. Okuyikho sokusele in the system. uAphancema, I think sasesivele sesimdecommissionile. I think as at the date of presentation of these slides, the capacity was sitting at 37, which is almost the same as today, holding almost about 155 million cubic meters. That's what is remaining in all the dams across the city. Maybe I'll just illustrate the dams graphically by ukuthi zimi njani. As you can see, lapana was saying Mzingwane, Wapancema, it went out in June. That's when we came in with the 48-hour shading. Mzingwane, sokusele ukuthi chatha nje lokhuyana. And normally Wapancema nguyofida ulowa Ncema. Ulowa Ncema i-catchment yakhe vele incane kakhulu to hold much water. But ilanga lithe lingakatshisi sahle savula amanzi wonke aya kulowa Ncema. As you can see, ulowa Ncema la is almost empty. Mchabezi nguye lokhela amanzi angani manenganyana iNyankuni lo Insiza. So those are the 3 supply dams that are likely to remain in the next 2 weeks nxa kungagelezanga. Maybe wasenxa lingagelezanga ngithe libona lithwala ngesande ngathi umlimi wami uyizwile imthandazo zasivele enkonzweni yedorobho sizitshela ukuthi njengoba sithandazile njengedorobho izulu lonyaka lizathini lizakwehla kodwa lizamile la yehla lanxa nje lingehlanga kangako. But we're hoping ukuthi we'll get rains. I think that's our prayer. I remember one year, I think in 2013, the then minister, Ukaskwero, I think that's a 96-hour schedule. What can we do to solve the problem ya Bulawayo? Not as standards, mzala. There's no longer an engineering solution. Ngoba engineering solution ikhona kwayishangane and iso solution eyomthandazo ifuna action on the ground. So ngaso kusifike lesi sikhathi the only thing we can hope for is ukuthi standards ukuthi isizini yethu isinike some water into the dams. Obviously we have challenges as we speak. Mainly obviously we have power supply challenges across the country, not peculiar to Bulawayo. And those power challenges then affect our pumping. Amanzi ethu siwapompa esuka eNcema bakhona sebeke bafika khona. Baba Nkomo so wafika la bantu bakho eNcema. Uthi liyebona vele ukuthi amanzi asuka ngaphi. Mbele wabona sesethephini. Mbona ngani ukuthi kayathekile ukuthi abantu nxa sikhuluma njoba mbone kulabantu okuthiwa kuthiwa yini ama-community engagement people ukuthi khona kuqakathekile ukuthi nxa siba le mihlangano lathi siyayisibiza imihlangano yethu as council ukuthi asihambeni siyebona ema-dams akhamizi. I think kuqakathekile ukuthi abantu bazinike ithuba lelo. Amanzi ethu siwapompa almost 290 meters eqansa esuka eNcema esiza koBulawayo. Angafika koBulawayo amanzi ethu aya eCriterion Waterworks lapho esiwatreata khona. Sibe siwadistributor mainly by gravity system. Ikusenlandisa lokho ngoba sembona namhlanje hlangane le group entsha. Le presentation ngayenzele water crisis committee, which is a committee that sits every month. And I think uzaqathe ukuthi sili invite ukuthi nxa senza lo mhlangano. Antobana ngangikhuluma same thing last week. Namhla ngikhuluma same thing. So director nxa ikhuluma kakho emsebenzini. Amanzi abe lokho ecicha director lokho ebusy semhlanganweni. But I think siza share contact so that whenever we've got our water crisis meeting, we're all together so that we share information across efananayo to all stakeholders. So nxa sesiwapampile amanzi ethu, that's why I emphasize into yezesa. Izesa has been on and off, I think land yakubona lapha elikhona. And that has not spared our pumping because we pump 24 hours a day, 365, for 365. Akulalanga, ukuthi abantu banatha amanzi, akulalanga lapho esicicha khona impompi. Zimpompa nsuku zonke, azimi. Yikho sometimes abantu kumele baqhatheke ukuthi bake bayefika lapha amanzi asuka khona, babone ukuthi impompi ezisuka khona ezipompa amanzi lawo zinganani. So nxa amanzi ecicha, amagesi ecicha, it means akula manzi abuye edrobheni. Then it means sokunzima ukuthi sili-supply amanzi. But as a city, sile buffer, kuthiwa i-Criterion Raw Water Reservoir. I-Criterion Raw Water Reservoir, when things are normal, ihlala igcwele, meaning iyabe almost 90% full. Sisenzela ukuthi nxa sokufika the day kuthiwa anti izulu khalethi siyalikhalela, but liyakwazi ukuthi izulu lingabanika amagesi ayenzani? Ahamba. So siyasithi by the time kusokubuya izulu, i-raw water reservoir yethu liyana kumele ngayigcwele. Uthi nxa imbani liyana isiqalisa ukuba khona kucicha amagesi, sometimes akube ngombane kuyawa sibili zona intambo zonke ziwele phansi. So nxa izesi siyalungisa ngale, abantu bako Bulawayo nxa kunormal vela basoze bekwazi ukuthi amagesi acichile. Ngoba siyabe sinatha from lokho esithi yi-raw water reservoir ese-Criterion Waterworks. I-Criterion Waterworks ise-Benside. Bakhona bakwazi ukuthi ngaphi? Mbone ngezandla. Ya, i-trust lomsebenzi la. Ukuthi ikhulume ngento ezaziyo, mbone ngani mina senhle ngifaka ku-agenda. Ukuthi kumele i-trust ikithwala abantu yebona ukuthi kathi kuyini okungemva kwamanzi lawa afika eThephini. So unfortunately, because of all these activities, pumping losses, time, then i-raw water reservoir yethu, like at the moment is sitting almost down ayisela amanzi. Meaning khathesi nxa kucicha amagesi okusifa ipump encema, izakhamizi zihle zikuzwe immediately. Ngikhuluma nje i-KSB yethu encema ya tripa nge-Saturday. And our teams are still there, they've been working non-stop. Bebendithembisa ukuthi izavuka ngo-2 izolo, yehlule ukuvuka, wawophinga ukuthi izavuka bathe ngo-2 namhla. I don't know what's miraculous ngo-2, but isisikhathi abanike sona. Ukuthi nxa by the time siphuma lapha iyabe sivukile. But what that is now is that bonke abantu athi sibashedile amanzi, especially abathatha amanzi from i-Criterion Road, clear water reservoir, babe ngasakwanisa ukuthola amanzi ngesikhathi kumele sibavulele ngenxa yokuthi asisela ibuffer liyana esiyimanejayo. I think this is just preparatory work ukuthi nxa umzingwane secicha, ngoba what happens umzingwane imchabezi ithela kumzingwane, then sesipompa from umzingwane, but umzingwane nxa isecichile siyahle adlule direct umchabezi direct esesiya ngaphi e-Criterion, so that we at least continue getting that capacity. So that was just a recoupling of a base that had been there. Ukuthi khona nxa kusenzakala lokhu maybe in the coming week we're able to still continue getting the liquid that comes from Mchabez into the system. So usually ama-dams ethu nxa amanzi esefikile e-Criterion, as our distributor futhi to what we call ama-distribution reservoirs. Ama-distribution reservoirs yiwo abamba amanzi asengena ku-network. I'm sure abantu imagwegwe, anti imagwegwe isigudugudu liyasazi. Alo ngaba khona ukuthi kasazi lapho akuyasobule problem. So amanzi nxa isesuka e-Criterion ageleza angumfula. Amanzi ethu angafika edrobheni e-Criterion kasawapompi ageleza idrobho lonke. Nxa isegeleza asemanejwa ngama-reservoirs lawa njengoba sitsho kule magwegwe, Hillside, Rifle Range, 6J, Ituli, then the Criterion Clear. These are the reservoirs that actually, so on daily basis we check consumption. As you can see, it targeted to a 72-hour shedding was at least let's consume 115 megaliters per day. But as you can see, we still keep consuming about 130 megaliters per day, meaning we're still 15 megaliters above what we targeting to consume for us to sustain its demand. And if we all consumed that 115 megaliters per day, le water shedding say coupe. If we all could go to 150 megaliters per day, sonke sixube ngamathambula, sigeze ngamabhakede, singatheleli ingadi, singachayi izitina, sikonsume nje 115 megaliters. Isystem yethu iyabalansa singashedanga. But the reason why sisheda sasesifika 170 ngezinye insuku. Fine savuma ukuthi bekuchisile. Awubechisile October sasingazake sikwazi ukuthi 36 degrees baba ngo 36 for 3 weeks continuously non-stop. So uthi bese sigeze kuseni emini la ntambama. Engxenye la phakathi kobusuku ngezwa ukusithi wathi ngiyegeza kungasalaleki uvuke uyegeza. So i-consumption yethu then became just too much, which is why we then upscaled our shedding from 48 to 72 so that we try not to deplete. Engufakela phana esithi ngama reservoir levels zethu ukuthi amanzi njoba nje mina ageleza ageleziswa ipressure ephakathi kwe reservoir. Ipressure kufanana lokuthi ungathathi igabha or imbodlela yelokhuzeni for example isigubhu semazo antu ungasibhoboza ngaphansi amanzi aphuma etshantshasa abe fuqwa ipressure yena lena enjani ephezulu kungafika kungalingana lesikhala kwenzakalani asaphuma nje. So that's how our reservoirs that work. Ukuthi khona amanzi nxa ekuhayiti nxa ekuhayiti liyanu 9.5 9 feet emagwegwe siyabe sikwazi ukuthi ale enough pressure ukuthi nxa sivulela abantu bemakhandeni amanzi ethu azafika. But angahamba ehlala below that level amanzi ethu asafiki. So nxa senza water shedding, we're trying to manage these levels as the day we're not amanzi, there's sufficient pressure. So like I talked to get today, criterion clear. Today is sitting at 0. Total akula manzi reservoir is sitting on the floor. Meaning even the industry city corner is not shaded. Today aila manzi because of those challenges. We're just hoping which maybe imchina it is avuga in time for us to deal with that during the course of the week. So this is about our distribution reservoirs and how they work and why we do shading. So siyabesi lokho esikhona singavulela abantu aba under magwegwe singabona nxa sithe khona sizakuvulela sizalivulela for 4 days. Anti silivalela for 3 days silivulele for 4 days. But nxa emagwegwe sithe sivula kuchayilanga lethu lokuvula isiku 7 feet. Yikho sesifaka iadvert liyana ukuthi emergency shedding asoze sivula amanzi. Ngoba singavula iyahlichitheke. Yiludube esihlangana lalo ngoba ingahlichitheke ukuthi siyibisele back kuyabe sokungamaviki lamaviki ukuthi ibuyele back to o lokhuzeno ama critical levels. I think lokho ade semvele sengikhulume ngakho ukuthi we are expecting ukuthi any time umzingwane will run out and will only remain with those 4 supply dams remaining. Sathe bantwini asehliseni amanzi ukuconsume in terms of water allocations. But our analysis for now shows ukuthi sonke besilokhu esiconsume more than that. That's why sagcina sesifaka sesiliforce khathesi ukuthi ukuthi ungabutha amadrama angu 2 daily. Mbona abalawa abantu asedura lawo futhi anti akhwelile irenkini amadrama ngendaba ye-shedding. So i-allocation yemalokitshini ukuthi we should be consuming about 2 drums a day, ema-eastern 3 drums, And kwezindawo ama-flat for 2 drums, and was saying ukuthi ama-bulk buildings lawo bahambe down to or 70%. And ngezinye indawo esibone ngani we need to work with them. And last week we had a good presentation from Hillside Teachers College, where they have gone into their system, bar repair any leak that is there, bar repair all the old pipelines, bar cooper, bachinja, bafaka from AC, bafaki PVC for their network. Abafaka plumber ukuthi vele bangaboni i-drop yamanzi iphuma. Ngoba i-drop yamanzi phela nxa libone lokho ethonta khona phana kungcono nxa usawabona emini kuyabe ngela pressure. Ebusuku usulele abe ngasathonti abe sithi ngoba i-pressure isinengi wonke umuntu uselele. So thina sebesithi kuyathonta kuthonta emini ebusuku kuyathulula. So nalana ama-drops abe lokho ehamba, they contribute to our consumption, which is why we've been sending around our messages on water conservation. Let's repair these leaks. I think last week abantu babekhona maybe council should come in and start hiring abantu ukuthi bazolungisa lezi endlini zenu. Hey, but manje izakwanisa. Phela uplumber we-council ukuthi uyadura. Nxa isezolungisa endlini yakho phakathi, sibaqhatsha thina. Nxa sesikhweza ama-rates eliphinda lithi khona kathi tube selikhwezelana. So siyacela abantu lizidinge lo plumber. Abona uplumber lwana ohamba ngenyawo lwana uyabe vele ehamba esigabeni. Elokhu edinga ukuthi okuvuzayo kungaphi. And it's one of those things that probably was saying, even as trust. Let's activate such things within our communities. Ukuthi ngubani uplumber ukhona esigabeni, ungabe hambe khangela vele ukuthi wena mbone kulika into engena endlini yakho ngathola i-tap ilika. Enyabuya le rubber kusasa. Ngoba kuyirubber lokho yakumnyama nje okufunakalayo. Ukuthi kuchombululu. Uyabe ehlala ku-community ehamba ngenyawo, but mina ngabaqhatsha sebesuke head office. Bahamba ngemota sebesiya khona le. So anumele baqale bezomakisa i-register ukuthi bakhona bese bephuma. Kathi ke nxa sisebenzisa ku-community khona ngalo ukuthi hayi isigabe sinje kulo plumber simthembileyo uyazakalayo. Ungasoze ethi nxa esenza i-plumbing aphinda akhangela ukuthi lama TV ngapha ukuthi ntambama abesewalanda, but kungcono kuyabe kusaziwa ukuthi ngubani okade ehambe ngena ngaphi ezindlini. So I think community based work is what probably was coming out from the other meeting. Let's look at those options. Can't we do that? Maybe how can they be certified within the communities to arrest some leaks that could be coming from those areas. Obviously, I think I was already talking about water conservation. We have a water crisis committee that meets almost every month to share challenges, and we get assistance and suggestions on how we can move forward. As a radio program to City Matters, this guy is Metro, they support us with that almost every Tuesday. We'll be live talking about water conservation and other issues as they affect manager with Toropo. We've got our billboards that are being advertised. We also have the social media. I think we're now available on Twitter, WhatsApp, and even our leaks say to our WhatsApp number that you can actually WhatsApp and send with Lapamboni leak. And we're currently working on technologies to actually even improve. From your phone, now we want to press City Council leak, but we've got people that are currently working on that. I think, like we were saying, training and awareness campaigns. So we issue hygiene. Kates ngamuntu semele begcina amanzi. Siwagcina for 3 days. I think we got the story in newspaper ukuthi cancel amanzi after 3 days abe sengcolile. Hayi bese ngatsho njalo. Bese amanzi anisiwafaka ichlorine nxa siwa treater. Ichlorine iyo ethi khona la nxa ungaze ukuthutshe ingcekeza elokhu ehamba ayibulala in the process. Kodwa wona abe lokhu clean. Esikutsho ukuthi nxa amanzi wathethwa wafaka endlini after 48 hours ichlorine leya ninjani level yabi lokhu yehla. So after 48 hours asenjani asengaba contaminated. Ungabamba ungagezanga izandla akusela muthi emanzini obulala ibacteria liyanobuyelayo. Kodwa ungavalela kuhle azihlalele lokho eclean, but ukuhlupha ukuthi nxa ngaba lo muntu owacontaminateayo thereafter akusela muthi onjani osuprotector amanzi lawo asehlala isikhathi more than 48 hours. But otherwise the water remains clean. And I think encouragement ukuthi njengekhaya vele la kwekhaya sasikwazi ukuthi abafana kuyathiwa hambani liye kukha amanzi. Abafana babefika bavukuthe emfuleni natsho. Kwesothiwa amankazana hambani liye kukha amanzi okunatha. Amankazana afika gebha umthombo asefe abuye lamanzi okunatha. So lathi sesikusimo sona lesiyana ukuthi nxa uthatha amanzi laphana ukuthi khona kuyabe kungela amanzi over 4 days or 3 days. Kumele uhluthi lawa ngokunatha. Lawa ngama toilet. And sizama ukuthi singehlukanisa ama container wona lawa. Uzathola ukuthi le contamination even though sokudlula 48 hours iyabe minimal utholana amanzi okunatha. Ngoba ungathatha lapho ufake khona amanzi liyevukutha. Antu ayavukutha kumbe ngenkomicho. Which ubeke phandle lapha nomunye la ifika bambe ngezandla zakhe vele toilet omunye la yabuye vukuthe enatha then so we problem. Kanti ke nxa singafaka amanzi ethu okunatha kumbe emagalonini ama containers with ngangcono ube lezigubhu ezingu20 ama 5 liters uthi lawa ngawokunatha vele kathintwa athintwa nxa sokuyi crisis kuphela but so those are the education campaigns that were saying. I think as you come on board liyasincedisa lingena kuma communities even though the organization does carry that through. The number of projects that are there, I think we have already talked. Sake sakhuluma nge-duplication yensiza. Andibone lapha ukuthi insiza iyo esolelo engani lamanzi amaningi. Sake nceka si-duplicate insiza leyi. Sithatha amanzi kakhulu. Sa-introduce amadola, ngakayela ku-billion kwakule imali othiwa i-pipeline levy. We're trying to actually say how can we improve capacity in CITEZW to deliver more during these times of need. But the project was cost, I was looking at almost 30 million. And it has been difficult to raise that money from the financial institutions. Then Sakina says we just do ama optimization areas just to improve his delivery capacity. Then Silem Chavez duplication line that we have asked Izino to look at. In Chavez yati design kwakumele 25 megaliters per day in terms of delivery. But yati sisakiwa ya promise niga on average 16 megaliters per day. Meaning kule 8 megaliters per day elokisele emchabezo ekumele siyithathe. Zabuza ukuthi why kwagcina kunjalo. Ukuthi nxa kulama libanengi lincedisana omunye ejahile. Imchabezo kwakumele yakhiwe ngepipe eyi1 900 mm diameter AC. And the AC pipe yakhona kwakumele manufacture eternally, but ngo-2010 were those challenges ukuthi umternal lawo babevalile, iShabani mine la ivaliwe. So kwasomele siye importer i-fiber from Russia, I think, for us to actually be able to resuscitate tunnel yenze those 900 diameter pipe. So abadala bathi isikhathi sakhona siyasithatha ngapha. Lingathatha ama 452 900. Base besinika ama 452 aba 900. But ngase siku engineering thini pipeline lama friction losses. So nxa usuhamba ama pipe ayi2 ama losses akho set double up. So okuphuma ekucineni ngala kusafanana lokade sikuqalisa. So that's why sokule possibility again ukuthi sifake futhi another 450 isuke futhi emchabezi ibuye emzingwane to assist on that. Epping Forest project, I think during consultation we went to the communities and said matoti imali le amadola iyehlula ukuthi ibambe imchabezi. I mean insiza duplication. Besicela ukuthi siye ncedisa izino e-Epping Forest. Drille more boreholes and get Epping Forest to its full scheme. Epping Forest is the underground water source eNyamandlovu. Andile elizwe ngayo. Ebuya via Country Park, ibuye eMagwegwe. During its installation, kule 2 players, kule city council side, which now we should pump from our reservoirs. Ayezino nxa isegcwele. So Tinasle installed capacity to pump almost about 26 megaliters per day from the Nyamandlovu aquifer. Izinwa kwakudrillwe 77 boreholes, meant to give us almost about 15 megaliters per day, and then expand that to Epping Forest, which is part of Nyamandlovu, to make sure at least we get our 20 to 25 megaliters per day. But that project has been on hold for years. So that's why Doropo Lagcina City no sizahamba siyefunda thina izino ukuthi sigebhela amanzi sifakele ama-pump stations ukuthi sithengisele amanzi. That's how desperate the city is. Ukuthi sizawunika imali yethu ugebha amanzi sikunika amaphampu nxa sesikunika amaphampu ubususipompela amanzi ethu sizabhadala kodwa sizakhuluma ngendlela esibhadala ngayo ukuthi njengoba ngunikile imali yokuthi nxa ngusisela inkomo zami ungasenga uchago lonke kumele sokulokhu la umele lokhu esikala uchiya ngapho ukuthi size sirecover. So that's the project that the city went in. But we did the first phase, which was mainly civil works, and those were done almost complete and ready, pump stations, the pipeline. Then there was the second part of the project that was talking to AMA electromechanical equipment led drilling, which eqinisa ichayisana le meltdown le lokuze ne economy. So kathesi ukuthi contractor moving ama prices esasilawo akusahambeki. So that's why this project we hoped that by this time we should be getting at least 10 to 15 megaliters of water from Nyamandlovu to alleviate the challenges that we have. But that's work that is still at hand to augment our supplies. I think I've already talked to that in terms of pumping, like my challenges, but we engage less. I think mainly these are the issues that I thought I should share in brief about our water supply situation.